find the verse.
You need to find the verse. Oh, okay.
Yeah, give me a
Ooh.
minute.
Are you a Muslim, Lord?
Hey, wait, question before that. Do you like have any background knowledge about this? Like Christianity and slavery?
Are you
Is it like
Christian? Are you Christian or you are a Muslim?
I'm neither.
So what are you?
Like confused about both.
Well,
Because to be honest, in my own opinion, both have inconsistencies.
okay. So, do you have a problem with the like? Do you support slavery or you are against slavery?
I'm against slavery, yeah,
All right. How you are against slavery? Explain to me.
because in my opinion, owning another human being is wrong.
Okay, I agree with you. Owning another human being is wrong. Do you sign contract to work?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you know that in the Old Testament, the Jews, they sign a contract of slavery to work for somebody?
oh,
As an example,
oh, they,
hold on.
okay,
As an example, you borrow from me $1,000 and you cannot pay me back. At that time, there's no other way how this guy can pay you. So he say, I'm going to be your slave. Me or maybe me and my family. Depending on how much you own the guy. And I want to work for you for, a couple of years to pay you back. That is a form of slavery. So remember, you are against someone to be owned by someone else. But the person himself, he is somehow putting himself under the contract for several years so he can pay his debt. Let us go today. Again, I'm not promoting slavery. I'm against slavery. But today, you sign a contract and you have to be obeyed by your contract. If I go now and join the army, can I leave the army or I will go to jail?
yeah,
I will go to jail, right?
yeah,
Why?
because you did not finish your contract.
Well, this is what the Bible is talking
Because
about. Those people they have. There's two form of slavery in the Bible. There's one who joined slavery willingly by as an old method to pay his debt to somebody, or he is a captive of war. So the enemy of the Jews, they captive them, they take them as slaves. The Jews, they attack them back, and they bring from the enemy slaves. It is not a civil behavior, but this is the only way it work in two directions. So those enemy, they come, they kill, they rape, they take women, and then the Jews are short of women, short of children, short of fighters, short of security. The Jews, they attack back. They take their women's as slaves. The enemy now is short of women, short of children, because they don't have women to make babies, and they are short of fighters in the future. So it was an exchange of welfare against each other. If we say now, isn't it war is evil? Do you agree?
not necessarily. War isn't always evil.
No, it's always evil. It's always evil because war is meant to kill. To kill.
We as human beings have always evolved to kill each other. Killing is
But
inevitable. You can't
okay,
just stop killing.
so where your ethics stop? Your ethics stop with slavery only, or you're against bloodshed? Which one is more scary?
Wait, what? Which one is what?
Which one is more scary, killing a human being or enslaving a human being?
Killing?
Okay, so how come it's okay to go war? So war is an act of evil always. However, there's a war is enforced on you, and there's a war you do it just to rape, to steal, to kidnap, to take what is not yours. So if the war is for the purpose just to conquer and take what is not yours, that is an evil war. If the war happened because you are doing retaliation against someone, an enemy, you know he's going to kill you, you know he's preparing for you, that is a different story. So when you speak about the Old Testament slavery, we are talking about a system everybody practice. In the same time, the slavery have only two ways. After 7 years of slavery, the person who gave himself for slavery, he is free. He cannot. The maximum is 7 years. The maximum. If a Jewish man, he go to war and he take women as slaves, he cannot rape her. He cannot. He cannot touch her. He cannot hurt her. He can marry her. So you take her as a wife only. You don't rape her. You don't torture her. You don't do anything to her. So it was a style of a human being practice. The Bible is not promoting slavery. The Bible was commanding the Jews to learn how to survive. You are in a time where everybody, so let us say I live now in a gang town where everybody shoot with guns. Should I have gun too? I should, because I cannot protect myself unless I have a gun. So the gun exists for a reason, and the reason is a good reason. The other guns exist for bad reason. They want to use the guns to rob, to rape, to kill. My gun exists to defend. So in the Old Testament, the Jews, they went through a lot of heat. As you know, in case you don't, the Jewish nation, they've been taking the whole nation as a slave twice. Is that correct?
I mean, to be honest, I don't know.
You do not know that the Egyptians they took the Hebrew people into Egypt?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that I know, but I know about the second time.
What about the Assyrian? The Babylon? They did not
Took
take.
them as slaves?
Yeah, they took the whole nation as slave. The whole nation. So we are in a time, you see what people they do, they try to compare. And again, I'm not justifying. Like, we speak against slavery in Islam, but Islam, the purpose of Islam is slavery. Muhammad says, attack the Romans so you can get the blonde diggers. Not attack the Roman because they are bad, or attacking you, no, attack the Roman so you can get the blonde diggers. So when the Jews themselves, they've been enslaved, the whole nation, even their cats, their dogs, the whole nation been taken as a slave. So then you can imagine what kind of life they have. So what people they do, they try to compare how people used to live 4,000 years ago and how we live today. That is a fake compare. In fact, today we have more slavery than before. There's many people are slaves. There's many forms of slavery. But we just change. We became more civil. There's many forms of killing. We just change. We don't use the sword no more. We use bullet. Oh, the bullet became old-fashioned, so now we use laser. Oh, laser is an old-fashioned. We will use Star War. We use nuke. But everybody speak about ethic. But in reality, a human being is a hypocrite. So the Bible did not promote slavery. Jesus himself, he never owned a slave. None of the disciples owned a slave. For Jesus, he brought to us a new life, and he wants us to get rid of the old days where everybody lived by the sword, and by the sword die. That's why Jesus don't want to start an army. He don't want to have soldiers. He don't want to have criminals. He don't want to have killers. He want to have missionaries. Go and teach and preach. So in Islam, the purpose of slavery is the opposite. Is to put down the enemy under your feet, to bring humility to them, to bring shame to them, and to make wealth, because slavery is worth a lot of money. All the black African in America or in Europe was captured and sold by Muslims. Do you know that?
In the United States?
United States and Europe. All the slaves, even into Asia, all the slavery market was in Morocco, Libya, and Tunisia, North Africa. The white Arab. They attack, they kidnap African from the middle of Africa. They bring them to Marrakesh market of slavery, and this is where the ship they stop by to buy slaves. And then the ships they go either to America, or they go to England, or go to France, etc.
Yeah, there's also like black people who sold each other, like actual Africans.
Exactly, and there's black people who enslave white people too. We just mentioned the Egyptian. The Egyptian, they enslaves the Israeli. So slavery was a practice done by the black, by the white, by the Roman, by the Asian, by everybody. However, for us as a Christians, Christ, he brought a new life for us. Christ himself never owned slave. The Bible says there's no Greek, there's no Hebrew, because at that time the Greek are like the most, let us say, powerful ethnic group. There's no Greek, there's no Hebrew. The Hebrew are the one proud about them. They are chosen people of God. And there's no free and there's no slave. For all is one in Jesus' name. So in Christ, the slave and the free became equal. Human being practice slavery still, but still, at least in the eye of God, you are free. You are equal. So the Messiah made it clear. Don't think that you are free, you are better than a slave. It doesn't matter what his color is. He's black, he is Asian, he is white, he is free. For all
It
is
says that in
equal.
the Quran too.
Can you show me where in the Quran it says don't take slaves?
No, not taking slaves like everybody's equal.
Can you show me
The
where
only
in the
way that
Quran?
they're
Can you show me where in the Quran it says everyone is equal?
I don't know the verse in English, but
I will give you 10,000 years to give me that verse.
okay, wait, give me a minute.
In fact, the Quran said that non-Muslims are najis. Do you know what najis mean?
Yeah, I speak Arabic.
Okay, so what najis mean? Tell me.
Like impure, dirty, and disgusting, and not
Filthy.
perfect and stuff.
In other words, a piece of shit. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how all people are equal, and anyone who don't believe in Allah is a piece of shit?
I mean, in the Quran, people who don't believe in Islam are not considered equal. But
No.
in Muslims, like
The Muslims, even the Muslims, actually, they are not equal too. But when we speak about equal, what equal mean? Islam is a KK cult, white Arab supremacist. They believe that they are the best of mankind, and anyone else is a piece of shit. As simple as that.
wait, I found it. It's in صحيح البخاري. لا فضل لعربي على أعجمي ولا أعجمي على عربي ولا أبيض على أسود إلا بالتقوى. Do you know that?
Well, I believe this is a very much fabricated hadith, because the hadith too says that when Allah created Adam, he hit him in his shoulder, and from his right shoulder he created the white man, the white offspring. And he said to the white ones, and from the left shoulder he hit the left shoulder, and he created the black offspring. And then he said to the one who is from the right shoulder of Adam, you go to heaven and I don't care. And he said to the one who is from the left shoulder, you go to hell and I don't care. Isn't it this is the same books too, and the same hadith and the same religion? So Allah decided from the first day he created Adam and offspring to divide them into two colors, white and black. The white are the good ones according to Muhammad, and the black ones are the bad ones. They will go to hell.
Muhammad isn't even white.
Muhammad is very white. What are you talking about?
There's like a description of him being brown, like
No, there's no description of Muhammad being brown. That's false. Muhammad is very white according to Muslims. And there's tons of videos about Muhammad in YouTube. And there's ton of reference about Muhammad, how white he is. They even flirt with his white underarm, white thigh, white face, how shiny it is. There's nowhere in the Quran, on the Hadith says Muhammad is brown. That is a lie. So here you see, Allah he decide that the one who they are from the right shoulders, which mean the black, they will go to hell, and the one who they are offspring from the right shoulder of Adam, they are white like ants, small ants, and they will go to heaven. So Islam is a big fat lie, is a collection of lies, and we know better. The Muslim believe in being supreme and anyone else is under their feet. And then the Muslim themselves discriminate Muslims. So if you are a Muslim from Africa, you are nobody. If you are a Muslim from Arabia, you are everybody. And now if you are from Arabia, still you are nobody, unless you are from Quraysh. So if you are from Quraysh, you are the top of the Arab. Muhammad he spoke about how Allah favor the Arab and how Allah favor his family from between all the Arab. So discrimination happened that if you are from the Arab, you are the best. However, from the Arab, Allah he favor Quraysh. However, from Quraysh, Allah he favor the family of Banu Hashim. And however, Allah he favor from the family of Hashim, Muhammad. So all of it is about who favor who. All right? And let me show you some reference. Let me see if I can find that in. But as long you speak Arabic, I can show it to you. Okay, hold on. Let me see this one. Let us see. This one should be in the English website. Too bad, supposedly they will make our topic about speak to Christians only, but it's okay. I will spend with you a few minutes more, because I guess we covered everything. The internet is so slow. I guess because it's a weekend. And this is the link.
slavery in this.
This is the link, so you can see how Allah decide that black people will go to hell. It's in front of you. I just post the link. Okay, here we go. Do you see racism in front of you, or you didn't see it? All of this is Sahih Hadith. All of this.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let us. I'm trying to click on it and open it, but its internet is so slow, very slow. So give me a minute. All right. Can you read for us?
Right, it's loading. The messenger of Allah said, indeed Allah chose Kinana from the children of Ismail, and he chose Quraysh. Wait, why did he choose them?
No, I'm not. We're not discussing now why he chose them, but we are discussing what you say, that all are equal. And in fact, here, this is a false translation. It says in Arabic istafa, not chose. Stafa, it's mean a safwa, which mean the best. The best. So he chosen the best from, not chosen only. He chose from Kinana, from the children of Ismail, and he chose it from Quraysh, Kinana, and he chose him from from Quraysh, Hisham, the family of Muhammad, and from Hisham he chosen Muhammad. So how all people are equal when they are the most favorite people to Allah? And again, this is a false translation. You know, this is the
It ha
Muslim translation.
oh,
So the Muslim, when they say to you, there's no difference between a black and white or red, and this is all the garbage they spread. There's no proof of that. Muhammad, he did the opposite. Muhammad, he made fun of the look of a black people. Listen carefully.
I've
All,
never heard about that.
all the chosen people of Allah are white. All of them. To make it simple, is the angel of Allah are chosen? Yes, they are white. Is the virgins which Muslim will have sex in the heaven with them are chosen? Yes. What the color? White like pearls. What about the boys who will be servant? They are white like pearls. What will happen to the Muslim when he go to heaven? He will be whiter like than anything. So all the one who is around Muhammad and around Allah, they are just pure white. Nothing else. When a Muslim he go to heaven, before he enter heaven, Allah will make all non-Muslims black and all Muslims pure white. Not just white.
Wait, but uh, that written there doesn't mean like وَيَوْمَ تَبِيضُ وُجُوهُم doesn't mean like we like actually literally whiten their faces. It means like they'll be cleansed of sin.
No. You can go right now, open Ibn Kathir and read the chapter 27, verse number 82. You will see that Allah, yeah, this is about the beast who will come. A beast will come with the staff of Moses and the ring of Solomon. He will hit the Muslims in his face, and he will make the Muslims extremely white. He will hit non-Muslims in their face, and he will make them extremely black. So this is literally, physically. This is not metaphorically, as they try to say. Chapter of the Ants, verse number 82. And this is Ibn Kathir.
It doesn't mean in the literally sense like whitening their faces as in making them white.
My
It means
friend, it says, he will make a white spot in their face, and then as a due to that is going to spread and make their face so white, all of it. And then when the believer, they sit with this believer, this is how they recognize themselves. Oh black, oh white, oh sorry, oh believer or disbeliever. How they knew? From the color. All right? You see the story here? It will strike the nose of the disbelievers with a staff. It will make the face of the believer bright with the ring. Translation not accurate. It will make it white. If you go down, read. It says here.
Arabic? Wait, no.
Do you see the word white? There will be no believer left without making a white spot in his face. Is that metaphorical?
What? No, making a white spot is not metaphorical.
Exactly. And then no disbeliever will be left without making a black spot in his face. Is that metaphorical? This is not metaphorical,
I
right?
don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Spot, if you check the word spot, is the word spot is really physically or metaphorically? A white spot, black spot. White spot, black spot.
Is the translation for it in Arabic buqa?
My friend, you can read the Arabic one. You speak Arabic. Yeah. In Arabic is even more ugly.
What does it say in Arabic? What's the translation?
So a white spot will spread and his face will become shining white as a result. And the same for the disbelievers, will make it black and is going to spread all over his face and his body, and he will become black as a result. And then when they go to the market, this is how believers recognize who is a believer, who is not. By looking at your face, your skin. If you are black, you are a disbeliever. If you are white, you are a believer. Is that the religion you said to me, everybody is equal?
But is it the same in Arabic? Does it say like buqa in Arabic?
Open Ibn Kathir in Arabic and read it. You do not need me. You see, Ibn Kathir in English, in fact, it's full of lies. If we go to Ibn Kathir in Arabic, let me open it for you. Again, my internet is so slow today. I guess it's the weekend. Chapter 27. Verse number 82. And let us switch to Arabic. Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Where is Ibn Kathir? Here we go. All right. You see my screen now?
Yeah.
All right. Read what it says here.
Exactly.
And this is, you see here, by the way, this does not exist in the English translation. All of this here does not exist in the English translation. They took it off.
This is علامات الساعة.
My friend, this okay, no problem. This is about the day of judgment. I told you, in the day of judgment, Allah will make a black and white. Okay, so it says here clearly, and this is the Ibn Kathir in English, they cut off all those things. All those things are taken off from the verse interpretation.
In so English?
In English, yeah, they took it off. Yeah, all
well,
the
I
story.
mean, you can argue that you can't translate.
You don't find the story in English there. Go read it. There's nothing. All is taken off. You know, all is taken off. All of those information here you are reading is taken off. What horse running in 3 days, etc. All of this is not exist in the English translation. This is why never trust an English translation. And if you speak Arabic, never read what they say in Arabic. Here, look what it says. This is the part you said to me. Does it say buqa? It says nukta bayda. It is a spot. It is it's a like, you know, like a space in the face. You make it white, and then fatafshu, which means tafasha, which means spread all over until all the face becomes so white. Correct?
Yeah.
All right. And then when they sit in the market, how they recognize each other? From the color of their skin. So they say, we go to the market, they say, oh, he's a kafir. Why? Because he's a black. Oh, he's a believer. Why? Because he's white. All right. So I show it to you in Arabic, I show it to you in English, and it's up to you. And you speak Arabic.
If they like put a white spot on a black man's face and his face turns white, is it still racist?
Because Muhammad, he was speaking to the white, and only white will enter heaven anyway. He's not, you see, the language is used for the white ones. Otherwise it would be funny to say if someone is black, I will make you black. Right? But because the Arab, and you are an Arab, and I am an Arab, so we know that we are white. So he's speaking to the white, he's not speaking to the black, he's not in Africa. If he say this statement to the people of Africa, when he's in Africa, they will throw rocks at him. You know? So because he's speaking to the white, who they are extremely racist, white Arab, he said to them, you will be so white, they will be so black. Nobody felt offended. Nobody.
Muhammad liberated Bilal. He's a black slave.
Muhammad never liberated Bilal, not even for a day. Bilal, he died and he is still a slave. So Muhammad, he died and Bilal is still a slave. Bilal, he said to Muhammad, sorry, to Abu Bakr, because the one who bought Bilal, if you bought me for the sake of Allah, then release me for the sake of Allah. This is after Muhammad's death. Muhammad never free him.
Never freed him?
No. Never. Here we go. Let me try to find you the hadith in English. Well, this is why Bilal is begging for his... he's saying them, that's it, you know, you told me I will go to heaven, blah, blah, blah. So why I am a slave? So he said to Abu Bakr, for the real owner is Abu Bakr. Bilal is a gift from Abu Bakr to Muhammad. All right? Let us see. This internet is horrible. It's not even working. But anyway, it's going to show up in the screen soon. So he told him, if you bought me for the sake of Allah, well, free me for the sake of Allah. If you bought me for the sake of yourself, keep me. Do you see it? And this is Al-Bukhari.
So he freed him?
No reference. I know that he freed him. But this is telling you at least that the Bilal, why he's even begging for it? He's a Muslim now. He served the Prophet all his life. Shouldn't they themselves voluntarily say, hey, Bilal, go? No, he's begging for it. Do you see it?
Isn't this when the time when he was still a slave?
For sure he's a slave. He's asking to be freed. So you are free and you are asking him to free you?
Was he a Muslim then?
For sure he's a Muslim. In fact, many of those slaves, they converted to Islam because they thought they will free them, but they never freed them. They thought this is a solution.
Wait, so they became Muslim, and after that they were asking for their freedom? But they were already free when they became Muslim.
Many, they converted to Islam because they thought if they convert, they will be free. Muhammad even, he made slaves who been freed slave again. Anyway, my friend, you can come here again. Today our topic actually is just to talk to Christians about normal conversation about Islam, but you divert our topic far away. But enough. We showed you enough proof, and it's up to you. You can whatever you decide. It's up to you. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. The one who say he is against slavery, he should not own slaves. Easy to understand. You don't go buy slaves and you sell slaves and you kidnap people and you make them slaves and you sell them in the market, and then you claim that you are the person who free slave. If I am against fornication, I don't do fornication. If I am against theft, I will not steal. If I am against lying, I will not lie. But those Muhammadan, they are the biggest fat liars ever. This guy, his house is full of slaves. Tons of slaves. In fact, one of the wives of Muhammad, she killed one of her slaves because she heard her servants, her you know, a slave woman, I think she's a black slave. Just because she heard that she did black magic. which there's no proof. This is the truth about Islam. Jesus never owned a slave. Never.
Thank you. I was just wondering how to refute the point that Christianity supported slavery. I appreciate it. God bless.
You're welcome. This is the reference of Muhammad. If you guys can post it, please, in Rumble and YouTube. Of the wife of Muhammad killing a slave girl just because she accused her of doing black magic with no proof. This is the name of the book in the front of you on the screen with the author name, and this is the page number, very number 25, and this is the page number here and the hadith. So they own people, they kill people, they torture people, they do whatever, just kill her. As simple as that. She accused her of witchcraft, and she commanded to execute her. This is the wife of Muhammad. This is the women. Supposedly those are the soft-hearted people, not the men. The men is the one who go for killing. And no, the women, they kill her, just kill her, slaughter her. It's just a chicken.
Hello.
Hi, son. Yes, go ahead.
Hello, brother. So I'm a Christian from Greece. That's why my name is Jason. It's Jason in Greece, which is a Greek name. So my problem has been for the last year. I have been Christian for 2 years, and it's my problem, about the denominations and churches, and the chaos that exists with debates and all the stuff. How to choose church and somewhat. So what is your approach to denominations and churches?
See, me myself, the first question I want to ask myself, why even I want to associate with people who do cause those division between us? Stay away from them. Those people, they exist. They are like fire. Fire? Yeah. If you don't put food in it, like if you don't feed the fire will die. So those who want to burn our churches, they want to divide us, they exist because we support them, not because they exist by themselves. If nobody support them, nobody listen to them, nobody go to their channels, nobody appreciate them, they will die. They try first time, second time, nobody listen to me. If I go right now and Christian Prince, when I talk about any topic, and then there's not even one person is listening, Christian Prince will shut down his channel, he will go home. Do I agree?
Yeah, but what if one church is completely correct and we all need to go to that church to unify?
Well, you can correct, but not by associating with those people. You can have your own channel and call for unity. As the Christians, while we are divided, so spread the good idea, the positive idea between us as a Christian, and don't feed the ones who they are spreading hatred between Christians.
Sure, but
you are from Greece. You are from Greece.
Yeah.
So now, if the Turkish invasion started on Greece, I assure you, every Christian in his heart will be standing with the people of Greece. So you will notice then that all of us, we will say, oh, okay, Greek is majority are Greek Orthodox. So yeah. Shall we let them die and the Muslim take them and do what they did before to the Constantinople? Shall we let the Christians being raped and killed and burned alive and their women taken as sex slaves? Or we should stand together and support them? So unity is very important. We know the answer. The answer is unity. The enemy, who is the devil and his puppies, they are waiting for our division. They bet on it. In fact, if we are united, they will never even dare to attack. So I struggle every day with those people. I fight them, I defeat them, and I was successful. Here we go. In our program here, we have all kind of people coming from anywhere, from all churches, Protestant, Catholic, Orthodox. Nobody really care because we learn together, we grow together how to believe in unity and love, and we Christians are one family. If one of us is down, all of us we are down.
Sure, but I think apart from Protestants, Catholics and Orthodox, which are a big percentage, call for unity. They just call it under their own church, So everyone basically calls for unity, but they're not willing to give up their dogma.
It doesn't matter what the big percentage is, Protestant or Catholic, who is more, or Orthodox. It's not about who is how many. Jesus, he have a 12 disciple only. Yet Jesus, he changed the words. So if we have 12 men, they are good. We have 12 kingdoms. All of them, they serve the Lord and they build kingdoms for the Lord. So number doesn't matter. What is important is that if there is some there, they want to give their authority. Well, we are not expecting them to give their authority. So what we need to do is just spread love between the Christians. Make them understand that division is not from the Bible, have nothing to do with Jesus. And the one who divides us, we stay away from him. We neglect him. Anyone he divides us, doesn't matter if he is Protestant, Orthodox, Catholic, it doesn't matter. A good man, he give us good teaching. And good teaching is the teaching of Christ. Christ never said we spit at each other, never said we burn the houses of each other. He said even love your enemy. So how dare you not to love your brother in Christ who love Jesus? So this is the solution. We stand against, we teach your family. Start with yourself. Teach your kids. Teach, speak to your wife, your parent, etc. So you start from yourself, and then if we can change the whole community, and then those hate mongers, they will die like weeds, because weeds, if they have no feed, the weed will die. Weed is going to grow if nobody attend the garden.
Okay, I agree. But when it comes to choosing, you agree that community and going to some type of church and having community is important, right? So what do you think someone should choose?
Having
Does it
community.
matter?
Having community.
Like what type of church should someone choose if he has options? Does it matter, or what do you think?
Well, your community is your community. I mean, you are in Greek, so you are a Greek man in Greece. So you live with your community. But what I'm saying, you spread that the division is not for our benefit. Even if other church is wrong, we believe they are wrong. This is not how we correct them, not by saying hatred stuff or even lying about them. To correct somebody, you have to explain to him why. Because if somebody is a Christian and he is wrong about certain belief, if I throw, let us say, rocks at him, he will not even listen to me. He will hate me more, and we are making the problem worse. We are not fixing the problem. So you stay in your community, whatever community it is. You go to your church, go there. Orthodox Church is a beautiful churches. People there are beautiful people. So we go there. But when this topic is open, we try to explain to our friends, our church people, that even if we think that those groups are wrong, they believe in Jesus, they worship Jesus, and they love Jesus. So shouldn't we love those who love the Messiah, even if they have something wrong? According to my understanding, not necessarily they are wrong, because I might think you are wrong, but I'm not God. I might say, I am the one who can explain the Bible better than you. And this is what they do. Every one of them, he says, I am the one who understands the scriptures more than you. But we know that even in the time of the disciple of Jesus, they themselves, they exchange letters to exchange opinion. So when they differ about a point, they don't spit at each other and they curse you no, they speak with love and they come to a conclusion altogether. The problem is that there is like a gang, like a leader. He don't want to if people, they go to this church, they will not come to my church, so I have to make this church evil. So I say they are evil, they will go to hell, they are not Christians. I make them demonic, I color them with all kind of color, so people will stay away from them. So because I become evil, I decide to scare the people from those people. So they will not listen. They won't even listen to them, what they talk about. Why we should not, why they are bad, what they did exactly. So I believe all division is based in politics, have nothing to do with God. Always there's two things involved. Politics, which is include authority, like to control, and money. And the rest does not exist. So if we avoid those two things, the Christians will be united. If we don't, if we don't listen to the one who want to make himself a king over us, just because he is a priest, or he is a bishop, or he is a pope, we believe, and the Bible teaches us, that if Jesus said, the one who want to be a master, he have to be a servant. And Jesus, he forced his disciple to let him wash their feet. So if those priests, they want to wash our feet once a year, just a symbolic thing, but in reality, they are acting like kings upon us. They decide for us who go to heaven, who goes to hell. Those people should be rejected. If there are people who wash the feet of the community 365 days a year, those are the people. This is Paul, this is Peter, this is Mark, this is John, those are the disciples of Jesus. Those are the one who love Jesus. So in order to be a master, you have to be a servant, and this is how you find who is really a person you can trust to associate yourself with, or you don't be around. So fix the community by spreading the truth. Let us be loving people and not to divide.
Sure, I agree. But don't you think there is a church that stayed true from the first church? Like a chain?
Change from the first church?
No, I mean like a chain. Like it never, it never changed. Do you think there is no church that had the apostolic succession?
You see the issue, that every one of them, he will say to you, I am the one who never changed.
Yeah, no.
So the very same idea is the same reason for division. The very idea you are talking about is the very reason for division. And in the same time, let us say, for the sake of argument, there is somebody changed. Nobody is asking you to follow the one who changed things. You correct him, but you don't spit at him. You don't treat him as an enemy. You don't spread lies about them. You don't decide who will go to heaven, who will go to hell. Because I see that most of the division between those major churches is not even real. Like one, he believe that I'm saved only by the grace, and the other one says, no, I believe I'm saved by the grace and by the work. In fact, if you check carefully, both are correct. Depends how you see it. So I'm saved by the grace of the Lord, because I didn't deserve to be saved, because I am a sinner. However, the Bible says clearly, faith without work is a dead faith. So yes, I'm saved by both, even though I'm saved by the grace of the Lord only. But if I don't have work, I am dead already. I am not saved. So everyone, he claimed that he is the one who understands the sentence. So we are looking for people who are trying to find differences to fight over it. It's like life is boring. So let us be like chicken, and let us use our beak and pick in each other. So both of them, they are being silly. Both of them, they are not being Christians. Not because they believe in this or that, no. Because they are trying to find the differences to fight over it, not to unite. Because sometimes I can be different from you, but then if I think wisely, I say, okay, you know what, this will even unite us more. Why? Because he said he is saved by the grace. I say I'm saved by the grace and work. Well, both of us, we agree that we are saved by the grace of the Lord. That means at the end of the day, that the Lord is our Savior. So, and we know that if you don't have work, you are a fake person, you are a fake Christian. It's automatic that when you are a believer, you do what a believer do. You cannot be a drug dealer and you say, I'm saved by the grace of God. You are not. You are not. You will go to hell. You are killing people. You cannot say I'm a pimp and then you are going to go to heaven because you wear a cross in your neck. In fact, you are going to be cursed for the same act. It's the same as somebody, he go and sit in the table of the Lord and he drink. Jesus said, this is my blood and this is my body will be broken for you. So the Lord said that the one who drink this and eat this and you don't deserve it, he will be punished severely. So many, they claim that they are people who belong to the table of the Lord, but in fact they are hypocrite and they are antichrist. And the easiest way to know who's antichrist is the one who teach hate against people who love Christ. This is the easiest way. So they can say, you can say I'm right. I'm not asking you to change your mind, say I'm not right. For sure you will say I'm right. But you have to be loving and understanding that even when the person there, he got it wrong, not because he's bad, not because he's evil. Especially the difference is not about believing, it's not like Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses, not the Christians. They don't believe Jesus is, they believe he is a God. For sure this is false. Those are false Christians. Those are demonic cult trying to divide us and trying to eat the children of God. So if all of us we believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, the crucifixion, the resurrection, the coming back of Christ, the baptism, etc. I do not need to count everything. So what is left? Why we cannot be united? Why we cannot be in love? So if you don't have love, and if you don't have the wisdom of God, you cannot give it to others. And the wisdom of God is, division is from the devil. So I support anyone who bring unity behind Christ, not behind the bishop, not behind Christian Prince. Christian Prince is nobody. I'm just a sinner like you and everybody. We should be united by his name, not under the name of any title, only one name. So one name only can unite. As the Bible says, there's no Greek, and you are a Greek. And there's no Hebrew. And there's no slave, and there's no free, no slaves. For all is one in Jesus' name. Amen to that.
Amen to that.
So we can be united. It doesn't matter if we are African, if we are European, if we are Asian, if we are coming from the moon. Because Jesus, he unites us. The devil divide us. So I say, and I repeat, division is from the devil.
Okay, bro. Thanks for the discussion.
You're welcome.
God bless you.
Take care. All right, who wanna come next? If you put your hand up and there is somebody talking, you know, you have to wait until we, and then we will speak to you. All right?
Oh, shalom.
Yes, IDF. Go ahead.
Oh, shalom, shalom. Siki.
Shalom.
I'm a Christian from Israel.
God bless you, brother.
God bless you too. I wanted to say that all of your work, everything that you're doing, how you educating about Islam. Like for example, I didn't know, even though I live in Israel, I live with Muslims. I didn't know too much about, like, you know, you see like in the news, whenever like someone is stabbed, whenever there is like a honor killing, whenever you hear about Daesh, whenever you hear about Hamas, you like think it's like a one sect. It's not all of them, you know. Like there was like a Christian Inquisition in the past. Like, you know, like everyone have evil within them. But I didn't know that you like actually can trace it to Scripture. That you like you can actually justify it like by the book, by the Quran. So God bless you for that, for for showing this to the world.
Thank you. I see next to your name, your IDF. Are you a soldier?
I used to be a soldier. I'm not in the army anymore.
I want to join the army in Israel. How I can do that?
Oh, by the way, I remember I heard like in a stream that you said that you're an Arab and people will not accept you. You should know that we actually have a lot of Christian Arabs that volunteer in the army. In fact, you should know that you know a lot of the time, like Al Jazeera or Middle East Eye and all the Abdul media, they will tell you that like in Israel will like scream like, you know, people in the street like they're saying like death to Arabs, for example. Yeah. And it has a truth in it, but the reason why they're doing it is because it's hard to disassociate between Islam and Arabs, because
Yeah,
most
because of ignorance. They don't know that it's not the Arabs.
Exactly.
It is
Me,
a
for
religion.
example, me, for example, I was like very racist against Arab when I was like 16 years old, for example.
Yeah.
Like, until ironically, I joined in the army, and in the army, I served with Christian Arabs, and then I realized, like, for example, Christian Arabs don't have honor killing. They don't have all the disgusting stuff that Islam has. Like, for example, at the beginning of the war, when the war in Israel happened, like about 1 month in the war, there was like a murder of two Bedouins guys. They murdered their own sister when she was pregnant because she dated because she married the wrong guy.
Yeah.
So it was, and in Nazareth, for example, a lot of Christian, basically Nazareth is no longer, it's it doesn't have a lot of Christian anymore like it used in the past.
They are taking over and they are kicking the Christians, and they build a mosque in the front of the Holy Church. Yeah, we know.
The Christians are moving to Jewish, like Haifa, like Akko, like places like this with Jews, and less like in the there is no Jews in Nazareth.
Well, maybe one day, my friend, my brother, if I go to Israel, I will contact you, and we can some coffee together.
Yeah, amen to that. I wanted like to say something like, for example, what is your opinion about the fact that like how in the media, like in YouTube, for example, there is a video, I think from Al Jazeera and also from the Middle East Eye, which both are the same thing. They're both from Qatar. It's like a video when you see like Orthodox Jews like spitting on a church, or like next to a church, and like spitting on Christian, and like it has like 10 million views, the video. And it's funny. It's not really funny, it's disgusting. But the funny thing about this is that Al Jazeera suddenly cares about the Christians in Israel. They suddenly cares about the Christians in Palestine.
Yeah.
And they never speaks about what happened in Nigeria. They never speaks about what happened in Africa in general.
The Muslims, they spit on the Christians day and night. In fact, their prophet, he said, if you meet a Christian or a Jew in the street, force him to walk in the sewage. This is what Muhammad said. So we know the propaganda, we know the agenda. They will use a stupid idiot who did that as an agenda, so to make everybody see, like, so the Christians will never support Israel. That's the whole idea. So they use a short video, a second video, when you go and see what the Muslims are doing to the Christians in Egypt. In Pakistan, they burn Christians alive. So they are worried about a spit in Israel, but they are not worried about burning Christians alive in Pakistan or in Nigeria, or raping their women or kidnapping girls. So we know the agenda of the devil, and we are smarter than this. So we know that in Israel there's a lot of people, they are idiot. But at least in Israel, Christians, they can carry their Bible and they can preach in the street. In the street. Can I preach my gospel in the street in Saudi Arabia or in Qatar? Can I?
You can't even get inside Mecca. And by the way, it's going to happen in Jerusalem if it's ever become Palestinian, so-called.
Yeah. Well, I hope that Israel will never give their land. And I support Israel, everybody know that. And I'm not supporting Israel because they are Jews or not. I'm supporting because this is their land. This is the land of those people. You know, they have no other land. The Bible says so. The history says so. Every single line in the Bible, even the stupid Quran says, chapter 5, verse 21. So a Christian person must be truthful. Even if Israel, all of it is Jews, zero Christians, and they spit at the Christians, even though, still I will say, this is the land of the Jews. For this is the truth, you know. So,
believe me.
We as a
believe
Christian,
me, if
go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Like, believe me that if ever Christians will be prosecuted in Israel, I will probably go first, because not only the time, because I'm like a Jew. I'm a Jew and I'm like accepting Christ.
Exactly.
So like, I will be the first one for people to spit on. And believe me, people don't spit on Christians on a daily basis, like Qatar trying to profess, like trying to teach us.
You know, Qatar, they don't spit at the Christian. They just made them shish kebab, you know? Yeah, they
Yes.
just make them hummus. They just burn them. They just support ISIS and Al-Qaeda and the Muslim Brotherhood. They support Hamas. They don't, you know. When Hamas, they come to kill, they choose only Jews. They kill everybody. Even if you are an Arab, they kill you. They were shooting in the street.
Brother, they killed Bedouins. They literally killed Bedouins. They captured like one Bedouin guy, and they ask him like questions about Islam. And when he who are like the wife of Muhammad or something like that, and when he answered something incorrectly, they simply executed him.
I saw the video. They were shooting in the street. There was a guy, a Muslim guy. I think his name is Muhammad. His wife, she was wearing hijab. You know, they start shooting.
Oh yeah.
They start shooting at the car. It was a SUV. He's driving it. They start shooting, and his wife immediately was killed. The guy then he took his son or daughter, I don't know, and then he ran to like a shack in the side of the street and he hid. So they are evil. They don't even care, you know. What they know, it's like a beast, a dog have rabies. You know, there's a very well-known Western leader, wise man. He said, rabies for dogs or Islam for men is the same as rabies for dog. And he was absolutely right. This is the best way to describe this garbage cult. So those Hamas and Hezbollah, they are dogs with rabies. They have to bite somebody. If they could not bite somebody, they have to bite their own. And that's why Hezbollah, they killed at least 500,000 Muslims in Syria. Suddenly Hezbollah now, they are defending the same Muslims in Israel. How come? So the same group who claim they are defending the Muslims is the same one who they are killing Muslims everywhere, in Iraq, in Syria. Erdogan go check right now in the news. He is bombing Kurdish Muslims towns, 130 something towns burned by the Turkish army just in the last week, this week. And nobody in the world talk about it. So Hamas enter into Israel, kill, rape, kidnap. And not only that, if you watch Sky News in Arabic, Al Jazeera in Arabic, all those Islamic TV in Arabic, do you know what they called the Jews who were kidnapped? They called them prisoners. They don't call them.
Yeah, I know.
They don't call them hostages.
And general speaking, you just brought this point, so I want to add to it even more. That when you want to listen to them, you need to listen to them in Arabic, not listen to them in English. In English, they will tell you that they are poor, they are oppressed, they are dying out of hunger. They will tell you like the saddest story ever. But then you look at the telegram in Arabic, they will tell you they are winning. They will tell you that Allah is with them. They will tell you we will liberate Palestine and will create a Khalifa. It's it's day and night.
So since I was a teenage, I always notice how stupid those people are. Like you know, when they teach you history, our books of history is like a cartoon. It's a collection of cartoon, and I find it very funny. So they are, first of all, they are so proud. They claim they support religion, but they are racist. They support Arab only. As an example, once I was reading about a scientist, supposedly. His name is Al-Khwarizmi. So I asked the teacher, the history teacher, sir, what Khwarizmi mean? Doesn't sound like Arabic. He said, oh, no, this guy is from Khwarizm. Oh, where is Khwarizm is from? Is it Persia? So why? It says in the book, the Arabic scientist. So they took every Persian scientist, they made him Arab. Honestly, every Persian scientist, they made him Arab. Even those who they are not Muslim, they made them Muslims and made them Arab. So we know their corruption. Their books is corruption. Their history, they are the only nations around the world who celebrate victory when they lose. Every year they celebrate the victory of October 6th, sorry. October 6th.
Yeah.
October 6th.
Yeah, the victory.
October
it's
6th,
a fake victory.
Yeah, this is when the Jews, they did beat the hell of you idiot.
It's the victory. It's a victory when they cry to the United States and to the UN.
The American,
They call it a victory. They cry for the kofar. They cry for the kofar for help, and then they say that it's a victory.
2,000 Marines. They control Afghanistan for 20 years. 2,000 only. And then when the Americans decide to leave, they said 4 years from now we are leaving. The Muslims, they claim victory. They decide to leave voluntarily. It's not you who cook them out. So always they have their own victory. And the same now. Hamas enter into the Jewish territory. They kill, they rape. Allahu Akbar, they are dancing. And now, if Israel stop the war, now you see everybody saying now, ceasefire, please, ceasefire, now, free Palestine, ceasefire. If Israel stop, they will say, see, we are victorious, Allahu Akbar, we forced them to stop, Allahu Akbar, we forced them, we won the war. You know, the Israeli army made you shish kebab, literally. And then I assure you, they will claim that they defeated you, they won the war, and you run away, and you are a coward. You know, the Israeli army, they are going from home to home. You know, if anyone serve in the army, you will know that this is the hardest war ever to do. Especially those people, they have tunnels underground, so you can occupy a building, and they can go from behind. You think that the land you took now is clean? No, they can come from underneath of you. So this is a very harsh war. Yet the Israeli, now, I think they have like 330 soldiers died after all of this. This is a miracle. I never saw an army can accomplish that. You will lose 300 soldiers if you attack in a little town, going from house to house. Not all of this. And not only that, the Israeli they occupy Gaza more than one time in the last 6 months. Because they occupy, they withdraw. They occupy, they withdraw.
It's because like you said, you know, it's ironic that you don't even live here, yet you know the geopolitics like perfectly. It's because Netanyahu is a potato, like you said. It's like he promised one thing, he does. You know, I'm going to confess now, and you can call me whatever name you want, but I voted for Netanyahu. Why? Because I thought that he will, you know, all of his like election thing. He talked about like safety, and he talked about how he will keep the border safe, like and it's all ironic because all the garbage happened in his term. And also, like I believed, like I was afraid we had like for a moment like we have like a centrist leftist government after the corona, and I was afraid that like if something will happen like under American pressure, because there is always American pressure, they will not. If something will happen, they will not do anything. And basically everything that I was afraid of, Netanyahu basically did. So you were like, it's amazing how right you are, and you're not even living here.
You see, we need always to be careful. I can blame Netanyahu for decisions about war, about preparing, about etc. But there is a major problem happen. I believe even if it is not Netanyahu in the office, what the Hamas attack will happen, because the one in charge of the borders is the officers, is the intelligence.
Oh, I can tell you how it's happened. By the way, if you want, like how it was possible to even happen, because I was also, by the way, shocked.
Yeah, but isn't it this is the job of the officers in the army and the intelligence? It's not exactly the job. The intelligence
knew everything. The intelligence knew everything. The problem was that I can give you an example. The northern border is very secure. Like because people know, like the army knows that Hezbollah is very dangerous, a lot more dangerous than Hamas. But Hamas, they think that they're like little children, that they can't do anything. And what's happened, and I was shocked, that's the thing. We have like in the Israeli army, we have something called admama in Hebrew. It's basically when the base goes silent. Like most of the people are not in the base, like only a minimum amount of people. And everyone in a holiday, because not only it was Shabbat, it was also Matan Torah and Sukkot. Like it was like a holiday and a Shabbat. So it was like there was like a week of a holiday, and there are two in the army. When you serve the army, there are 2 holidays that like you go for a week home, and the bases are like at the minimum capacity. It's Pesach, Passover, and Sukkot. Two holidays. And I'm shocked because when I served in the Air Force, like I was fixing jet engines. Like my army base is like in the middle of the country, so we have no danger in where I was serving. So I thought that like whoever serving in the border don't have this like admama, don't have like this don't cut the people, like don't release them home.
Right.
Yes. And I was shocked to learn, like, for my sister, for example, she served in the northern border. She served as she was operating a Patriot system, like an American Patriot system. So they, in the north, they did not have Admama. They did not have like a silencing of the army. They didn't go home. But everyone in the south apparently in the border with Gaza, everyone thought that that Hamas is like garbage and they will not do anything. So they minimized the amount of people who were serving there, and not only minimized. I heard also that the intelligence knew that Hamas is like training, and yet they decided to do nothing. Basically, because they thought, because it's the same thing that happened in the Yom Kippur War, in the 73 war. Like people knew, like that the Egyptian army is moving into Sinai, and yet they thought they will not do anything because they were like beaten hard in the 6-day wars. So it's basically the same. You know, when you. I think there is a Proverbs about it that says that you can't like lift your nose too high, because that's basically what happened.
This is a great lesson. At least this was not, let us say, very much deadly, because imagine if all the Islamic countries they did that in the same time, attacking Israel.
Oh, that would.
I cannot believe it. Like I did this research very well. I found that even the intelligence, they stopped monitoring the phones of the leaders of Hamas for more than 3 years ago, which is the most stupid thing to do. I mean, the Israeli, they have technology.
Arrogance.
This
it's pure arrogance.
It's like a story always I tell about the rabbit and the turtle. The rabbit is so fast, he can reach the target so easy. He said the turtle will never come here. I mean, it's going to take it forever. But the turtle was digging a tunnel underneath, preparing for you. And then you go to sleep, you take a nap, they take vacation. I never heard of people, they are at war, and they are 1 mile distance from their enemy. And then they release everybody from a duty, and even the one at duty, his phone is off. They are asleep. Hamas, they came.
Not necessarily, because like in the army we have like a protocol. People who are in duty, they can, even if they keep the Shabbat, they cannot keep their phone off. But, like because there is a. Sorry.
That they destroy the telecommunication system, Hamas, right away. I believe there is somebody delivering information to Hamas from within the army, and it might be an Arab person.
I can tell you, it was like from the communities that were attacked. It was confirmed that, like, most of the people who living, there is like one guy in our government. He said like he's like a quote unquote radical messianic. They call it like radical messianic. They call the people who believe in like a whole Israel. They believe we should that Israel should control everything from the river to the sea. So here in Israel, they call them like radical messianic.
Okay.
Because they're like radical religious people. So basically, we have one in the government, and he said the first people who will die when the Arabs take over will be the leftist. And it's very ironic because Hamas, when he attacked, he attacked the leftist communities, and he attacked the people who obviously are not religious because they did the party in Shabbat.
Yeah.
So And by the way, not a lot of people know this, but you know the girl, you made a video about her, the girl who was raped and she was on the truck.
Yeah.
You know that she refused to serve in the army because of morals. She refused.
Yeah, she have a lot. Those idiots, they have a lot of morals. I can tell. In fact, you see, if I am in charge of Israel, I will take the passport of anyone refuse to serve in the army and kick him out. Because
absolutely,
you cannot be a citizen in a country and you are not willing to defend the land. The one who don't want to defend the land, he have no land. Kick him out. So like now I heard that the Supreme Court in Israel, they command that those religious Orthodox, they have to serve in the army. And I was really so upset that those Orthodox, they don't serve in the army. If they are really Jews for real, you should be the first one to join the army. So what obviously what they are doing, anyone is a coward. He don't want to go to war. He join and he say, you know what, I'm Orthodox. He grow a beard, he grow some hair around his ear, and I'm Orthodox. So he cannot go to the army. So I'm glad now that the country is switching to the correct mood. Everyone should go. The one who don't want to go, kick him out, strip him from his citizen, and if you don't want to, if you cannot do that, take him to jail. That's whatever will happen when there is a draft, when there is a war, when there's a draft, and you don't go, you go to jail. And I will be sure that the jail they will stay in is going to be a poo-poo hole, literally. So they will not have like a nice food, a nice window, and computer. The jail will be a jail for real. So they will behave.
Oh,
and they will
they are crying right now, like because the Nukhba forces of Hamas, they put them in like in very small rooms, and they put them songs in Hebrew for 24/7, and like so
should,
like a lot of leftists are upset.
They should play my YouTube for them.
Yeah, you know, I think like it's a shame that a lot of people in Israel don't really speak English, but I think that everyone needs to listen to you, to what you're saying.
Oh,
like,
don't worry about the English part. I can make a channel just for Hamas. If they promise me to broadcast, I will speak only in Arabic. I will torture those dogs when I speak in Arabic. I will make them hate themselves and leave Hamas forever. You know?
maybe you should, if you join the IDF, that will be your job. You will be keeping an eye on the Hamas dogs, on the Nukhba.
Well, yeah, and they call them hero and murder.
You don't even realize like, if you think the United States court is corrupt, like here in Israel, you know that they're trying to prosecute like some guy who, like in the 7th of October, he heard about what's happening. He simply took a gun from his house and and he went to basically to war. And what happened is, like, when they capture a Hamas guy, they didn't have the time to restrain him, so they basically executed him. They killed him. Mm-hmm. And like every single the court in Israel started to like question, why did you execute him? Why did you kill him? In the end of the day, when it became public, by the way, when the public learned about this, the case was closed because there was like public outrage.
I mean,
because
the guy, he just killed your women, raped your women, killed your children, and you are crying for him. And this is what they did actually. This is what they did in America.
The leftist.
When the Marines, they enter into Fallujah, they burned 4 or 5 Americans alive. They burned them alive, you know. And then the American forces, the Marines specifically, enter into Fallujah, and they made them shish kebab. So there's a guy, he shot a bunch of ISIS or Qaeda, hiding and claiming to be sick, but they are not sick. So this guy, he shot them, and now they take him. I mean, you send the guy to kill them. So we have to be careful, you know, because simply, at the end of the day, we should not be animal like them. We should not just go and shoot everybody. Same time, if you capture an animal of those, even though he's a rapist, he is a killer, etc., he can provide you with a lot of information, and it can help the intelligence community. Like now, Israel is capturing many of Hamas, and they can help with a lot of information about how this organization work, where they hide, where their houses, where the dogs, where the tunnels. So sometimes keeping a criminal alive can be more useful than killing him. And then I hope that they will not release them for the sake of exchange of hostages with terrorists. This is the biggest mistake Netanyahu did 20 years ago when he released more than 2,000 terrorists for the sake of
Yeah,
one soldier.
I agree. And by the way, like in Israel, we have like some demonstration. They like say, what is the price for my child? It's a very like emotional statement. But if we're telling the truth, the price of your child is someone else's child, because 10 years ago when they did this deal and they released one soldier, the children that were kidnapped in the 7th of October, they were destined basically to be dead or kidnapped because of this deal. And if like every single time they take hostages, we release Abduls for it, in the end they will kidnap more hostages, and we basically give them prize for this. And
you are encouraging them, you are telling them kidnap more, because now they knew that this nation have a weakness. We kidnap for one person, they are willing to release 4,000 terrorists. That's simple. This is a big mistake. This is the most stupid mistake the Israeli government under Netanyahu did ever. He is the one who encouraged them to do it, and this is have to stop. Otherwise, they will do more and more. If they notice that it doesn't matter how many they kidnap, nothing will change. They cannot release nobody, and not only that, the gate of hell will open upon them. They will never do it again. And actually, I'm glad at the end that Israel, they did go to war, not just to go to attack some places and come back home. So I'm glad that until now they did not stop. So in the future, if anyone, any dog like Hamas, think for a second he will attack Israel, rape women, kidnap children, burn them alive, he will pay a very high price. So that will be a great, let us say, make an example of them for any terrorist group in the future. However, until now, I am very disappointed with Israel because they should do what they need to do with Hezbollah. Hezbollah, if you don't teach them how to behave, they will continue like this. You people, you will never have peace in your border. So Israel.
I don't know if you heard the news, by the way, but like the news in Israel now is the people who, how Netanyahu, the donkey, he evacuated the north at the beginning of the war.
Yeah.
So the people from the north, they're like living in hotels for like almost a year, and they're living in hotels with kids, which is not very easy. So basically, they're done with it, and they decided like some people decided that they will move to the north back, and if they will die, it's on Netanyahu. They decided it's enough. We will go back to our homes, and you will do whatever.
No,
like,
but
so people are like had enough.
If you ask me, Netanyahu is being stupid because he should not move any citizen. In fact, when he moved them out, he is allowing Hezbollah more to be, let us say, accomplish mission, because I disturbed 20% of the country is now out of their homes. So he made them actually successful. So he's being stupid, keep the citizen there, and about if you die, well, you will die anyway. Don't you have like shelter? All Israeli buildings have shelters. So when attack happened, go down. Same time, always freedom have a price. If I run away, it doesn't mean I will live. Those Hezbollah, they have long-range missiles. So
exactly,
you go to Haifa, they can reach you there. So they have to deal with it seriously, and they have to destroy Hezbollah, not just to attack and kill some of their leaders and you have to make real victory and show them that, you know what, each time you try to do this will happen to you. We know Israel is not the one when I attack Lebanon. Israel don't want to have war with any neighbors. It is the neighbors who want to
And
attack them.
you don't even realize how much garbage I see like every time like in the media. Like for example, there is like some weird narrative that says that Israel killed their own citizens with helicopters or whatever it is, and it's funny because not a single every single community of that was attacked was leftist. Every single one of them, like they absolutely hate Netanyahu. And by the way, don't people think with their brain that if helicopters started to shoot at people, then like at least someone would take it on video? There is zero evidence about it. No one is talking about it.
No, this is invisible helicopter was wearing the invisible
from
hat.
Allah.
Yeah,
from Allah.
I mean, we have the videos of ISIS themselves attacking. It's video recorded by them.
Yeah, and like you know, a lot of like fat Americans who never who basically don't even know what gender they are. They are like talking about like, for example, there was one very unfortunate incident that happened in one of the communities when like the Abdul took a lot of hostages in a house, and they tried to like the army didn't know that there were hostages in the house.
Yeah.
They knew that there were hostages, but they didn't know how much, and there were like 12 people in there. So basically, they shoot with a tank in order to encourage the terrorists to go out. But the shell of the tank, it bounced and it hit the wall, and basically the wall exploded, and basically everyone who was in the room, Hamas and the hostages, everyone died. And you see, and they take it as like an example. You see, Israel killed their own citizen.
My friend.
They will never. They need to understand that like. When you go to a war like this, like from every place someone might shoot you. So you like it's you know that 20% of the people who died from the IDF, it's from friendly fire.
Yeah.
Because
this is normal at war. This is normal to happen. But you know, I mean, we have the videos of Hamas, and all the stupid people will say such a stupid thing. But ignorant always are there. Even me, when I remember when I joined the army, there was a movie they played. It's like it's for education purpose or entertainment, I'm not sure. And I don't know if anyone understand and remember the name. I don't know the name. So in this movie, the American commanders, they have to go and free American hostages in Damascus. So they landed on the beach of Damascus. So there is a major next to me. I said, sir, in Damascus, there's no beach. Since when Damascus have a beach? Since when Damascus is on the beach? So obviously the one who made the movie is an idiot. They don't know even what they are talking about. So those commanders, they land on the beach and took them 2 minutes to be in the place, and they freed the hostages, and you know. So the Western, obviously, they have imaginary Middle East. They are disconnected. They don't even know who is the president, many of them. So don't be surprised about all the garbage you see. I mean, there's no education, ignorance. And they go, a video in TikTok can make, they understand history from TikTok. You know? Yeah. Anyway, my friend.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you too. I took too much of your time. Just like one last questions, and like quickly. A lot of Muslims are saying like that at least they love Jesus, and like Jews, they spit on Jesus. That's what they claim, and they say that Christians should not support Israel simply because of that, which is very ironic, because Israel is the only country where the Christian population is growing and not declining like in the rest of the Middle East. But like, I want to hear your answer about this, and that's all. And thank you very much.
My answer is very simple. First of all, we don't hate people because they believe in Jesus or they don't love Jesus. Secondly, all the disciples of Jesus, they are Jews. All of them. So we have a great example. and a very first-hand example of who is the one who loved Jesus. The first people who loved Jesus, believe in Jesus, and they died for Jesus were Jews. Like you are a Jew, Christian. So when they say that, we are smarter than this. We received the Bible from the Jews. We received the news about Christ from the Jews. We received and we believed in Jesus through a Jewish person like Paul and John, etc. So those who speak in such a way, we knew that they are just trying to divide so they can conquer. You know, many times Muslims, even when I was in the Middle East, they say to me, why you defend those Israeli? Isn't them the one who killed your Jesus? I say, I thought the Quran says it not. So when they want, when they want you to hate the Jews, suddenly they believe that Jesus was killed by the Jews, you know? So just for the sake of their agenda of hatred and violence, suddenly they use what is written in the Bible.
Oh, you know, unfortunately, that's happened also to Christians, because some Christians will tell you, will tell me that like, but the people in Israel are not real Jews. They are the synagogue of Satan. It's not the same thing. But in the end of the day, when it's come to like who killed Jesus, then also the Jews killed Jesus. So like, I don't understand the logic here. Either we are fake Jews, we're saying that we are Jews. We are saying that we are Jews, but we are not, or we are real Jews. Like, at least like make it like consistent, you know.
You know, this reminds me of the story of Muhammad, which he learned from Jews, but it's false. It's a legend about the lizard who tried to burn Abraham. So
I was in this stream.
Yeah, and because of that, we have to kill every lizard. And here you see how stupid this idea is. The Muslim, they say, nobody should pay for the sin of his father. Yet, they want to kill every Jew. Yet, they want to kill every lizard. They want to kill...
And they stole it from the Bible, by the way. It's from Deuteronomy.
This is what the Bible says. So, let us say the Jews is the one who did what they did. Why you want to kill the grandson? Isn't you Muslim? You say, why Jesus died for your sin? Everyone should die for his sin. This is what they say to us. Why Jesus should die for your sin? You should die for your sin, not somebody else. This is not fair. So is it fair you want to kill the Jews for their grandparents' sin, if they did? And we know that Muhammad is the one who killed the Jews from the Arabian Peninsula. He kicked them out. He did genocide. He is the one. How many Jews now in Saudi Arabia? 0. What happened? The Jews are eliminated in all Middle East. Is that because Islam is protecting ethnic group, religious group, or the opposite? 0 Jews, 0 Christians, 0. Erdogan, this is not his land, the one who speak about occupation. There is almost 1% or less Christians in Turkey. What happened? This is a land used to be totally Christian. Is that because Islam do genocide? Turkish, they killed 1.5 million Armenian. And yet the filthy Erdogan refused to acknowledge that the Armenian, they suffer from genocide. In the same time, he go on TV and he speak about the filthy Israeli committing genocide. He himself right now is shooting and killing tens of thousands of Kurdish non-stop. And yet he is the one who want to give us speeches about a human right. In his jail, there's journalists, there is judges, anyone disagree with him is in jail. His jail is full of tens of thousands of Turkish, and yet he speak about how the Israeli are bad. Those Muslim countries, I did not leave the Middle East because I was poor there. I did not leave the Middle East because I hate where I'm coming from. I left this garbage land because of the garbage religion controlling it. For when the garbage religion control any land, even if it's paradise, paradise become the land of garbage. Period.
Yeah, Matthew 11:12, like the land, when it says like the kingdom of heaven was ruled by cruel people or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah, and not only that, you know, those people not only they will corrupt the land, they even will destroy even trees. I mean, wherever you take them, trees is gone, green is gone, land is gone. They bring their goats and they eat everything. You say, hey, listen, the goat is eating trees. You can't let your goat free. Oh, the goat need to eat. And the goat ate everything. And now they have desert. And look, the irony. The Jews, they took over Israel. Most of it, I can say more than 90%, 95% is a desert. Those people, they make the desert green. The Muslim,
yes, and the Bible say that that will happen when the Jews back in the land.
Right, exactly.
The Bible explicitly said it.
And when those Muslims, they take over the land, they make the heaven desert. It's like the lactose. They come and they eat everything. Like Holako. Wherever he go, destruction. So we know better, we are smarter, and we know they are trying. And by the way, there are some Jews who they are so stupid, even they side with Muslims against Christianity and against Christians.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to tell me about it. I know everything about it. Like the people like Bernie Sanders, like George Soros, like there is a lot of people. In my opinion, honestly, you cannot be a Jew if you deny the Holy One of Israel, the God of Israel, or if you deny the people of Israel. If you deny the God of Israel but you acknowledge the people can correct you to acknowledge the God. But if you deny both the God and both the people, then you cannot call yourself a Jew even.
Even there's rabbis inside Israel, they are siding with, like there is a rabbi, his name is
Tuvia Singer, yeah, I know. Tuvia Singer, I know.
Or even the guy, his name is Shlomi. So this guy, he debated a guy, his name is Mimi Hijab. This stupid rabbi, he said, Islam is beautiful. So look at those hypocrite, false rabbi. Those are false rabbis, because we know that when a person, he say, Islam is beautiful, and he knew that Islam is the reason for the death of every single Jew. It is Islam. Even Hitler was praised by Muslims. Even Hitler, a huge portion of his army was Muslims. In fact, the imams of the Muslims in the Holy Land, Al-Husayni, is the one who went and he met with Hitler. And he recruited for him tens of thousands of fighters from Muslims world, including Albania, including Bosnia, including Gaza, including Syria. He recruited for him. If you search right now, Muslims in army Hitler, or Hitler army, sorry, you will see right away what I'm talking about. This is a fact. This is not a joke. Those people who they side with the devil, they are devilish.
I honestly think most of them don't know anything about Islam. They think you know how many people I see cite the thing that if you kill one person, if you kill mankind, which is like hilarious when you learn the context. That, by the way, I learned from.
This is from the Bible, not from the Quran. The Quran.
It's not even from the Bible. It's from the Talmud, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like, you know, first, the Ten Commandments says, commit no murder, commit no murder. So if you kill, because this is what innocent person being, murder is when you kill an innocent person. It's not killing what is bad, it is killing an innocent person. That will make it a murder. All right?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, basically, what I'm saying is like people don't know about Islam in Israel, and it's like amazing how much ignorance. I think that the hadith about the stones and the trees, we should print it everywhere. People everywhere should know about it. Yeah. Like it's very telling. It's very no one. I didn't know about this before the war. I never knew about this hadith. Like honestly, like I started to educate myself about Islam only after the 7th of October.
Yeah, and this is why we are here. We have to educate people. We have to educate people. Yeah.
God bless you, CP. Thank you for letting me speak with you. It was really what you're doing is it's God works. Like, thank you. תודה רבה.
Thank you, brother. God bless. Take care. Yeah, so we know better. We know who did what they did. We know who is the one who supported the evil. And today, the woke community, they are siding with the terrorists, for they are united together with their wickedness. You know, in the book of Exodus, it says, keep thee far from the false matter. You have to always keep away yourself from false matter. And the honest and righteous, slay thou not. Those hypocrite in the West and the hypocrite inside Israel, like those who defend Hamas, because inside Israel there's Jews, but they are obviously fake. They betray their own people. You know, during the time of Hitler, many people do not know. There's a groups of Jews. They are the one who was handing Jews to the secret service of Hitler to kill them in exchange for money. Can you believe it? Jews handing Jews. So a Jewish person is hiding. A Jewish woman, she is hiding with her children. Because you are a Jew, she trusts you. He go, grab the phone. He called the Gestapo. I know where some Jews are located. This is the address. They give him some money. He is happy and he have protection. He will not be killed. He is their man. So we know how history works. We know better than this. We know there is someone who is a Judas who is going to betray. So we have to be careful from those people. We have people who claim to be Christian and they betray Jesus every day. That's why the Lord, he says, from their fruits you shall know them, not from their names. All right, do we have any other person want to join us? Anyone? All right. I am. Go ahead.
CP, how are you?
I'm fine.
Thank you for inviting me. I am an ex-Muslim from Indonesia,
All right.
but I live in the Netherlands. And when I was a Muslim, I didn't know anything about the religion. But I learned everything from you, and also from the community that is here. So I also bought your book and tried to read it. So my question is, we started a live stream with Muslim from Asia, from Indonesia. Can you give me some advice what to do and what kind of setup should I do? Should I do it in Discord or YouTube or anything, you know?
Well, you can do the same I'm doing, but always be ready, because when you wanna debate people, you have to be a person who have knowledge. However, you can start even immediately if you are doing that. However, I advise you to read, to educate yourself, because when you go in a debate, a person can throw a question at you any second, and you have to be ready. And if you do not know, it's going to be kind of an embarrassing. So knowledge is before going to war with ignorance. We cannot fight ignorance by being ignorant of ourselves. So I'm happy for you that you left Islam and now you are Christian, right?
Yes, that's correct.
All right.
But it's already like 20 years ago. It's,
all right, wonderful.
I'm already.
So you need to increase your knowledge about Islam and about the Bible. So when you go to war, this is the animation. The animation of war with the devil is knowledge and faith. Two things, they have to go together. If you have faith but you have no knowledge, the devil can fool you, can play with you. So you have to use two things together so you can win the war against the devil.
So yeah, what I try to do, I try the question that they have. I try to study the study where the question come from, because the same question I had when I was a Muslim. So I tried to
watch my
to go to
videos, learn from them, take notes, take reference, build your
Yes, I do,
library, so you can be ready for, let us say, for the compact with the devil.
Yeah, what I see is that a lot of Asian people is not going online on this time, so that's why I try to engage when for me my time is like in the morning. So
Yeah.
and then in Indonesia it's like more like in the noon of in the evening, you know.
Very good.
So that's why.
Well, we support you and we pray for you, brother.
Thank you, Christian Prince.
Take care.